Water is rich in the Pokemon world, and many water-type species live inside it. In Pokemon battles, the water type has always stood out as a sturdy, dependable type. It checks out very powerful kinds like fire and ground offensively, and only has 2 defensive vulnerabilities in grass and electric, both of which are easily exploited. As a result, it is quite strong matchup-wise. Water-type Pokemon exist in a wide variety of sizes and shapes. Wondering what are the strongest ones out there? Grab your life jacket and we dive and explore 10 best ones. Number 10. Politoed. On number 10, we have Politoed. With a base stat total of 500, it can be more powerful than it seems despite being lower than other water Pokemon starters. But it needs to have Drizzle as a hidden ability. This results in rain falling onto the battlefield, greatly enhancing the strength of water techniques. Politoed's offensive stats are decent in their most basic form, but not exceptional. But when it rains, it is amazing. Although it doesn't have a particularly fast speed, its defense, special defense, and health allow it to take a lot of damage. Politoed can be a highly powerful Pokemon if trainers are able to cash on their abilities. 9. Swampert. Generation 8 treated Swampert badly. The adoption of Dynamax mechanisms in place of Mega Evolution changed this Pokemon into something completely ridiculous, despite the fact that it had a respectable distribution of numbers, including a good base attack and all-around bulk bolstered by Water Ground typing. With Swift Swim as an ability, which allowed rain teams to engage in mischief, the typing once more eliminated electric-type threats. Lastly, Mega Swampert smashed into the OU tier with its staggering base 150 attack. Because of this and their strong move pool, Mega Swampert has become a dominant force in the scene and deserves to shine once again. Number 8. Sharpedo. Sharpedo, which is more naturally swift, is a strong and accessible water-type Pokemon. Sharpedos pursue you throughout the oceans around the Isle of Armor, and a standard one will possess amazing physical attack and speed. Although it's fragile because of its water and dark-type combination, this is not a major issue if your opponent consistently receives a blow from it first. Along with its hidden ability, which you may acquire through uncommon and some compelling max raid battles, this Pokemon only gets stronger. This would be Speed Boost, which at the conclusion of each turn increases its speed stat by 50%. Usually, only one turn is sufficient to outrun almost every other Pokemon in the game. Number 7. Suicune. Suicune may encounter some challenges with an intriguing stat distribution. With more emphasis on its defensive and HP characteristics, its stats are set up to make it more of a tank. Despite the fact that these numbers are better, they're not sufficient to deal with heavy damage the way other tanks can. They're not particularly outstanding by legendary standards. Additionally, it does not have easy access to many of its specialist special water moves. Suicune can still defeat numerous non-legendary opponents despite this because it is still a legendary. Number 6. Mylodic. Mylodic, another exceptionally massive water type, was possibly the best of the group, at least in terms of pure-type creatures. It is exceedingly challenging to kill due to its 125 special defense and 95 HP, and there are several ways to keep its mass even longer. This Pokemon has access to some of the strongest moves for stalling, primarily Recover for quick HP and the extremely uncommon Haze for removing opponents' stat enhancements, along with the usual suspects Toxic and Stab moves, Flip Turn, and Scald. Although it dislikes seeing electric or grass types, if you have checks for them, Mylodic is a nice water type to have. Number 5. Blastoise. Blastoise is one of the better starter Pokemon with a water ultimate evolution on its own. This makes it one of the strongest pure water types in the series. However, this Pokemon exceeds the great majority of water types with a Mega Evolution. Although its HP, which is 79, and speed, which is 78, remain same, Mega Blastoise maintains its superb defensive stats and even significantly increases them. With a significantly higher special attack stat, it definitely shines. Water Pulse becomes more effective and lethal thanks to its Mega Launcher ability, which boosts the potency of Aura and Pulse techniques. Number 4. Vaporeon. On number 4 is Vaporeon. This Pokemon frequently loses ground to stronger Water-type Pokemon, many of which have a dual typing. It has several stats that make it capable in combat even if it is undoubtedly not the most powerful in its class. Its 130 HP offers it the strength to withstand many attacks. Although its defense is not very strong, its special defense is quite strong. It performs effectively against special attackers, but less so against physical ones as a result. However, given the chance, it can be quite powerful due to its high special attack stat. Number 3. Squirtle. One of Ash's most helpful and dependable Pokemon, especially during Kanto travels, is Squirtle. As soon as Ash and his companions encounter it as a member of the Squirtle squad, its courage and strength of character are on display. Trainers have frequently utilized its evolved version, Blastoise, in combat, most notably Gyarados and Tierno, and given a tough competition to the opponent. Number 2. Gyarados. The Gyarados narrative that the Pokemon anime tried to sell to us. It was the most dreadful Pokemon around, bringing death and mayhem. And unlike many Pokemon tales, this one is compatible with the video game Gyarados as well. Gyarados' attack has a base of 125, which is extremely high. However, everything else is somewhat poor, except from special defense. Gyarados will need to be taken out before you can move in and attack hard, but with moves like Hurricane and Waterfall, that shouldn't be too difficult. Thunder Wave is an additional move that would be useful if your Gyarados is moving too slowly. It won't last as long as Slowbro, but it'll also likely conclude battles far sooner than other water types. Number 1. Greninja. Even while Ash frequently prevails in battles with his Froakie and Frogadier, it wasn't until Greninja's ultimate transformation that he really began to gain ground. Battle Bond, Ash's Greninja's ability to transform into an even more powerful version of itself, enabling Ash and Greninja to experience each other's suffering and tiredness. Even though it doesn't win outright, Ash's Greninja goes on to engage in intense close combat with Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. Later, Elaine's Mega Charizard, and defeats Wulfric's Mega Abomasnow to earn Ash his final Kalos badge. Oh, did we mention its base stats total is 530? That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.